I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, 170 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And here is Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome the battle-ready Emmanuel Augustus. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 200.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walk. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Another scoring shot there. A beautiful left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be paralyzing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The straight right just misses. Can't land the jab there. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
They've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The stamina is off the charts. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Get your mind back on the job.
And there's the bell to start round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just missed that jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
to see a jab from these two. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Just misses with that jab. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that link.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Just misses with the right uppercut. Just misses with that uppercut. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the jab but does not score. That counter punch caught him clean. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. That bell could not have come. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Couldn't land that jab. Augustus is wobbly right now in some big trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And he just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10. Whoa, wait a minute! Augustus is clipped. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell to start round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Lucky that hook didn't score. Well done with that counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford... Sugar Ray is down! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round.
Don't worry about that round.
And there's the bell for round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. Nobody home with that hook. Forcing him to cover up. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Trying to land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punches.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Both men step back for just a moment. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down. And there's the bell for round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Incredible work rate. Oh, what a punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. His stamina is off the charts. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these... And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punch. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? The straight right just misses. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
A perfect counter shot. Just missing with the right uppercut. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot guess that.
And there's the bell for round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an ending out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They exchange punches. Nice counter. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
Are you okay?
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
It's the Pac-Man. What a career he's had. Awarded Fighter of the Year multiple times and the only 8-division world champion in boxing history. Sugar Ray. Lots of hype as they will fight into the... High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. No rest for the weary. And that hook scores. Only catching air with that hook. Fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time, but this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable, and by the sense of it, it's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Insane action. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
They both want the knockout. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are... There's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Catch and shoot. The perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receiver. Beautiful counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. powerful counter punch. There's a counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Do that hand, bro.
Skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You're throwing that shit all night. Let me get one.
And he misses with that jab.
He thought he doubled up on them shits. But them shit's
Just
cotton, though.
misses with that uppercut.
Get out of there. Ain't nothing down there. It's down there. Give me your hand. What? You need some space? Smother this nigga so he can't throw them shits. No. No.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12. I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know.
Walk right into it.
It's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Do that hand.
Zoe, I need you to sit back down, girl.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools.
You trying to pack me out with Pacquiao?
This round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? Hold it right there. Pacquiao there got clipped clean.
Man, Pacquiao.
And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Punch, counter punch. It's all offense all the time. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Let's Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is it.
He's smart.
On to the fourth
Damn.
round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can't find a home with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Just missed with that hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That uppercut doesn't land. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Lucky that hook didn't score. No rest for the weary. These two fighters are made for one another. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I'm going to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez. This young fighter is only 20 years. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight. One of the best to ever do it.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated at 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
What a night it is. You can hardly hear yourself speak. The atmosphere, the people at ringside. This is ridiculous.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And he scores with the counter. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense on that hook. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. He got out of the way of that right hook. Punch caught him clean. A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Looking to land the hook. Perfect punch. How about that time counter shot? I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will
I needed
continue.
that.
How can they get back into this bout?
Maybe trying to box me and shit.
Here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Crawford in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner?
Beautiful counter punch. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's... Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left.
And down goes Crawford. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movements. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. This is a high-octane battle. Caught him. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
So much firepower here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. They block the hook. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go. Do you believe what we're seeing? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.